Welcome back to Red's Workshop. Got a little thing I'm going to do for myself today. Should be a quick video. I'll run the intro and I'll fill you in on the other side. Okay, so what we're doing today? Well, I've received a present. Should we call it a gift? Yeah, a gift. And it's a made-up man of a piston from a car. This was gifted to me by my son, and I think we'll make a mount or a stand for this because you see, a little bit unsteady. So what am I going to do? Well, I've been looking through the racks. Let's put that out of the way. I've been looking through the racks and I found this piece of Wenge. Now Wenge, this is a very punishing piece of wood for your tools, hand tools, etc. It just dulls down. It's so hard, and I do actually own half a slab of this, be that thick, but it must be at least 600 long, and I've just shoved it at the back of the rack because it is a headache. So I'm going to use this to mount this, and rather than just be a block of wood, I'm going to take the edge off and so on. Hopefully we won't knacker anything up regarding to tooling, because I'm going to try and run this through the table saw and make the mount, and then we're going to epoxy this to the stand. It's a bit simple, in case of drilling 3 holes, because I'm not my thought process is that if it stands into it, it'll be a lot sturdier. So yeah, so I'll get set up with the table saw, and you can watch me struggle trying to run this through. Okay, so this piece, you'll have seen on the previous that I'd chamfered this. I'd done a 45-degree angle all the way around. Unfortunately, I do apologise, I didn't press the button to record. I thought I had, but it was a zoom I'd pressed and not the me catching cutting that. But you get the gist if you know your way around woodworking, woodwork in general. But this piece of Wenge, just for information, is 3 inches wide, or 75mm. It's 6.5 inches in length, or 164mm, and it's 1 inch thick, or 25mm, give or take about. Now this needs sanding, so I'm going to crack on with that and get it ready to receive the model. Okay, right, so that's been sanded down up to 240 grit now, and this will give us a look at or a view. I'm going to wipe it down with isopropyl alcohol, and this will give us an idea what it looks like when it's stained, treated, finished. I'll get my words out in eventually. Plus also I'm removing all the any excess dust that's left on it, and we haven't finished yet, so we've got to mount the actual piece itself. So I'll let that dry off, and I'll get set up for fastening the man onto it. Okay, right, so I now need to place this on the piece, but I want to sink them in slightly just to give it a bit more stability, because what I'm going to do, I'll move that out of the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, I bought these off Amazon. I'll be honest, I've had them a while. I'm hoping it works, but I'm going to epoxy these into the holes. Now, one of the main problems I've got here is once that's been fastened onto there, it's cleaning up, and yeah, I've got to be very. I've got to put enough in, but not too much that it overflows. So that's the first obstacle. And the bottom of these concave. Okay, right. Now with Wenge, if I use a pencil on there, I'll see it, you won't. So the easiest way of doing getting your markings out is to tape it. Now it's been wiped and cleaned and everything else, etc. So let's get that done. So get another one on there. Like so. Now I can just mark this where I want. On there. Okay. Can you see that? Yes, you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle around here. Oh, somewhere around there. And that one. And then around the... I mean, you can see what I'm doing here. And then around its walking stick. Now these don't have to be dead precise, because off camera I made a template. And these obviously just give you, for instance, how can you see that? Let's have a look, make sure you're there. I'm sat down, which is throwing me off a little bit here. Is like that, and they will sit like so. So all I've got to do, and plus it helps when I'm using the, I'll be using a 30mm, is it 30mm? Yeah, 30mm or 1.25" Forstner bit, and a 1/4 inch, or what's that, 8mm, 6/8mm bit for its walking stick. But what I've done is I've done that so it gives me a bit of a guide, and I can, and what I've done is I've done the green paper, and I can set that, however it stands, over the two holes, like so. I'll get that stuck in, and I'm going to use the old super glue and blue paper trick. Make sure that comes out there. Yeah, it does. I'm going to get this clamp set up in a clamp, and then I'll start the drilling out. Right, now this, you'll see me when I drill this, it'll just be like a bit of a touch into the Wenge, and it's just to give stability. This piece of kit, this man, for want of a better word, is going to be just put up in the shop. I just want to have a decent footprint. So I've got this double clamped, because I don't know how difficult this is going to drill, so let's crack on. And that's so. Now, we have, just take this out here, we have this piece here. I'm hoping you can pick this up, but they will sit in there, and that will sit there. Yeah. And it's, but you see, it's at an angle, and I want to try and mimic that angle. So what I'm going to do, yes, you can get the tools out. I'm going to do it by eye, because I think it'll, yeah. There you go. Right, it's time for finish. I'm just going to do T-coil. I've given it a wipe down before, and let's get this on. Right, I ended up putting gloves on in the end, because I ended up waxing this as well. But I mean, that is you've got to admit, that is a beautiful piece of timber. So we're ready for the next step. So what I've got is I've got a cheap disposable paintbrush. And like I say, I've got this epoxy adhesive which cures in 5 minutes. Now I'm hoping these are still working because I've had them a while. So let's see. So I'll let that rest and hopefully it will go off in time. So there you have it. Please excuse the mess at the back, but there you have it. The gift that was given to me has been mounted on a piece of Wenge. I thoroughly love this project. It seems a lot of messing around for such a little thing, but this was going to stay in here, but it will be going in my home, and I'll put it in there, and I'll take pictures of that and show you at the end. If you've liked this content, and I hope you've stuck to the end, thank you. If you like this content, please leave us a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.